Ahoy there, nautical truth seekers. My name is Aries Ezra, your decorated skipper for this voyage, and you have just boarded the illustrious ship Nautical Awakenings, where we have daily deep dives into esoterica and sail vastly through the waters of truth. In today's expedition, we are embarking upon the concepts of symbolism and how it can positively or negatively affect us all. Grab your garbs, set your compasses, haul in the lines, and away we go, mateys. Let us get nautical. Have you ever stopped to wonder why certain symbols keep appearing in our movies, TV shows, advertisements, and music videos? Or better yet, why do some of the most popular video games seem to be drenched in esoteric themes, hidden messages, and ancient archetypes? Think about the legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time, a game about the hero's journey, time loops, sacred geometry, and spiritual ascension. The Triforce itself is an unmistakable reference to the threefold nature of existence: wisdom, power, and courage, a triangle reminiscent of the ancient concept of the Holy Trinity, Hermeticism, and even the Merkaba, the divine light body in Kabbalistic teachings. Majora's Mask is a deep dive into the psyche, a symbolic journey through the 5 stages of grief, karma, and reincarnation, all wrapped in an eerie, dreamlike world on the verge of annihilation. Or how about Dark Souls, a franchise drenched in the themes of cycles, death, rebirth, and enlightenment? The game challenges the player to struggle through endless trials, a metaphor for the alchemical process of purification and transformation, the magnum opus of the soul. The linking of the fire, the hollowing, the sun as a dying god, all of these concepts trace back to ancient mystery schools, Gnosticism, and even Hinduism's eternal cycle of creation and destruction. But these esoteric themes aren't just limited to video games. They exist everywhere, woven into the fabric of our media, subtly influencing our perception of reality. Because symbolism is not just decoration. It is the language of the subconscious mind, an ancient dialect of images that bypasses logic, sneaks past critical thinking, and embeds itself directly into the psyche. Before written language, before the first scrolls of human history were inked, humanity communicated through symbols etched into stone, carved into temples, woven into sacred art, and whispered through generations of initiates in mystery schools. These symbols encoded entire philosophies, universal truths, and even esoteric warnings in visual form. They served as a bridge between the seen and the unseen, between the conscious and the subconscious, between waking reality and the realms beyond. But in today's world, the use of symbols in media has evolved into a double-edged sword, one that can either awaken the masses to higher understanding or lull them into a passive state of manipulation. The intent behind their placement is everything. Take Hollywood, for example. It is no secret that the entertainment industry is drenched in Masonic, Hermetic, and occult symbolism. Pyramid imagery, the all-seeing eye, the checkerboard floor, these aren't just aesthetic choices. They're part of a grand, subliminal language meant to communicate with the unconscious mind. When you see the same archetypes repeated across films, television, and music videos, they begin to condition the way you think, reinforcing certain ideas while suppressing others. And music, one of the most powerful forces of influence, is no exception. Many mainstream music videos are flooded with occult imagery, from checkerboard floors representing duality and mind control to ritualistic performances mimicking ancient rites. Artists are often portrayed as gods or demonic figures, hinting at the concept of selling one's soul for fame and fortune. Even the lyrics themselves can be laced with hidden meanings, mantras, and sigils disguised as catchy hooks. Sound is vibration, and vibration is energy. The frequencies in music have the power to heal or to distort, to uplift or to suppress. This is why ancient civilizations used specific tones, such as the solfeggio frequencies, for spiritual enlightenment, while modern pop music is often tuned to 440 Hz, a frequency some believe disrupts natural harmony and consciousness. Music videos, much like films, create entire narratives around these symbols, subtly conditioning the mind through repetition, rhythm, and emotion. Some believe that these symbols serve as esoteric breadcrumbs placed there by insiders who want to awaken humanity, to reveal hidden truths through storytelling. Others argue that they are used as tools of control, reinforcing a narrative that keeps the collective consciousness asleep. The truth, as always, lies in perception. And let's not forget corporate logos. Why do so many major brands incorporate ancient symbols of power and magic into their designs? The Nike swoosh derived from the wing of the goddess Nike, the Greek deity of victory. The Starbucks siren, a representation of the dual-tailed mermaid, a symbol linked to secret knowledge and transformation. The Apple logo, an unmistakable nod to the forbidden fruit of the tree of knowledge, a bite taken as if to signify the consumption of wisdom, or perhaps the temptation of controlled intelligence. Symbols have the power to program, to evoke emotion, to stir the subconscious in ways we don't even recognize. This is why secret societies have relied on them for centuries, because those who understand the language of symbols understand how to influence reality itself. And in today's world, where media saturates every aspect of our existence, the battle for the subconscious mind has never been more intense. Before we continue, let's talk about something just as powerful as esoteric symbols: your energy. If you're looking for a clean, jitter-free boost to your focus and awareness, check out our sponsor, Dubby. Unlike mainstream energy drinks loaded with artificial garbage, Dubby's formula is made to enhance your clarity and keep you sharp. No sugar, no jitters, no strange aftertaste, just pure, focused energy. Use my exclusive code ARIES11 at checkout for your exclusive 30% off your order. Stay energized and keep your mind sharp, the Dubby way. You'll need it to finish this video. Now, back to the truth, you grubby deckhands. Once you start to recognize these symbols, you begin to see them everywhere in music videos, in political speeches, in the architecture of cities, in the logos of the very institutions that govern our lives. The question then becomes, what do we do with this knowledge? Esoteric symbolism isn't just about hidden control or secret knowledge. It's also a tool for awakening. The same symbols that have been used to manipulate can also be used to liberate. That's why so many spiritual traditions, from ancient Egypt to Tibetan Buddhism, have emphasized the study of sacred geometry, numerology, and archetypal storytelling. These aren't just relics of the past, they are blueprints for understanding reality itself. The Fibonacci sequence, the flower of life, the golden ratio. These patterns don't just appear in temples and cathedrals, they are embedded in nature, in our very DNA. The key difference between being influenced and being empowered lies in awareness. If you recognize the language of symbols, you can reclaim your mind from subconscious programming. Instead of absorbing messages passively, you become an active decoder, able to separate truth from illusion, intention from manipulation. And this is the real secret that those in power don't want you to know. The moment you see the system, you are no longer bound by it. We must become conscious consumers. This doesn't mean rejecting all media, far from it. It means learning to decode, to question, to analyze. When you watch a movie, ask yourself, what themes are being reinforced? When you see a corporate logo, question the symbolism behind it. When a new trend or narrative sweeps across social media, take a step back and observe the patterns. The mind, when unaware, is susceptible to programming. But the mind, when aware, becomes a force of its own, a vessel that no longer passively absorbs, but actively interprets. And that is the ultimate key to freedom. They say knowledge is power, but applied knowledge, that is true sovereignty. And if there's one thing those who manipulate symbols fear, it's an awakened individual, someone who can no longer be led blindly, someone who sees beyond the veil. So, if this video has sparked something in you, if it has made you question, if it has made you see things in a new light, then it has done its job. Now, it's up to you to take the next step. Dive deeper. Research. Question everything. And most importantly, share this knowledge, because the more people who wake up to the truth, the harder it becomes to suppress. And if you want more deep dives like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a journey into the unknown. Drop a comment below. What symbols have you noticed in media that made you question reality? Let's get the conversation started. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay aware, and keep sailing these esoteric waters. This is Captain Aries Ezra, signing off from the bridge on board Nautical Awakenings. Peace, love, and harmony to all.